Alright, so Dave Knight here, Knight Capital Management. We made it through another week here and wanted to look at Friday, November 19th, 2010. We had a kind of a neat setup this morning that we were able to take advantage of in our TCB trading strategy here. And here, when the market was at 9:30 this morning, had made a comment that this was a kind of a coil pattern that we were moving into kind of well, let me get rid of this here. Let me try to draw that just a little bit easier, better. Of course, yeah, you're only as operator's only good as the tools that lets them use it, right? So see, what I saw was this coil here forming underneath. The trend was certainly down. And let me draw that again a little bit better. That's close enough. So we see a trend, and then we can see the crossover here between the 50 and the 200 bar. Pressing this down just a little bit, right? So let's just change the color to that right there. Make it a little bit easier to see here. So we were pressing down here at the 9:30 mark, and I want to, and a couple bars later here, we started to see a nice movement coming out of the box. So this right here at the 9:40 mark coincided with our actually our trade. We saw this right through here, and we actually saw the entry point come into effect right through here. Now, by the way, there was a long entry point or signal, but we had a pretty important bar in front of us here, and it was this bar right there. I don't know if you can see that line going across here. It's at 82.13. Let me color that. No, I'll color it orange here so you can see a little bit easier. Sometimes the blue doesn't come in so good. So an important decision area here, and according to our proprietary charts here, we saw a significant level of support and resistance right at this level. So obviously it's resistance moving to it, correct? So we didn't want to trade into it, so we had a signal here, right here at the 9:30 mark, right through here. Let me move this arrow over, show you where that signal came in. A signal to get long right in this area, but due to our rule of we won't have enough room for profit, we're able to bypass that. Now on our charts to the short side, you see that we had an 81.15, our yellow line here. It's our lower average daily range. It's our proprietary number there that we use, and let me go ahead and put that on the charts too, because that was kind of what we were looking at this morning. It's kind of an ultimate target to get to, and change color of that too this morning. So this is how our trade was setting up, and we had enough room. Obviously, if you're looking at this particular trade, we had enough room to drive this market down to what happens to be the lower average daily range, and notice that we got close to this range, and just like the rubber ball, it bounces, and then you see it go, and then it goes up and whatnot. But so obviously we know coming into this trade that we wanted to trade down to it and be all out in front of it. That's kind of the way that we designed the trading system, and also the trade method as well. So our entry point today was 81.84 coming in here, and we were out on today. Our proprietary ADR gave us a 22 ticks profit target, our initial, also called the 1R, right? So we're calling ADR, set this as default too. I was doing some work on another project that I'm working on called the SSM revising, actually the SSM Pro. Anyway, so we define 1R, right? 1R equals 1 ADR for us, and our ADR this time was 22 ticks. So as initial target, and the second 2R would be double that, right? 2R is 44 ticks. And then we have our rabbit, which is what I call the runner. That's how we design the system out. And not that, I'll give you a little bit more information on the particular trading strategy, give you some more meat here, this particular method here that we're using. And obviously it's working good, and it's at that. It wins, it loses, it just does everything. But we end up getting some of these really nice wins that will come into the market here. And this was a nice little trade setup. It was 81.84, and then 220 on the one contract. Now, if you're just trading two contracts a day, you had 440 and 220, so you had $660 on two contracts. And don't want to really go into all the other details of how to take off the other contracts. That's pretty much for the class itself. But obviously you can see that we were able to run down to what we projected the range would be, and then it kind of bounces off of that. So alright, that's all I want to talk about today, and now I want you to have a great weekend. Oh, by the way, R is defined as risk, and that's a Van Tharp. He mentions that in his book called Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom, and also in Super Trader, by the way. And I've kind of applied some of that stuff to my own trading, and been able to develop a strategy based on reaching certain profit targets and so forth, and having defined stop losses and whatnot. But anyway, hope you have a great weekend. Take care. We'll see you. Looks like we're going to be coming to Thanksgiving weekend next weekend, and we'll get in some more details out. And that's about it. That's all I want to talk about today. Hope you have a great, obviously, like I said before, a great weekend. Take care. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.